Hello, Amy and Team Porterfield, Susie Moore, every DCA on here. My name is Angelique Pellegrino. I was born and raised in Switzerland, so hello to all the Swiss people on board here. I've noticed that there's several of you here. And I've been living in Australia for well over 30 years. I keep saying 30 years so I don't look any older, you know. Well, I do have a very big task to bring to the world. It's a calling, it's a must, it's my late husband's legacy. So I'm an unconventional relationship coach. See, most relationship coach really will teach men to express themselves better, to be more in touch with their feelings and communicate better, which is absolutely imperative and very important. However, I teach women to stop being so bloody controlling. Excuse me, ladies, but really, I mean, you know, it's extraordinary, the stories that I've heard. Now, why do I say this too, by the way, is because I was married to an extraordinary man. Let's face it, he was a gigolo. For 10 years, he was providing a service to all the rich women in a city here in Australia where, you know, he was just going from room to room providing a service for their fantasies. And of course, when he met me, he was already out of the game. All he wanted was normality. Like my late father-in-law used to say, you know, when a man touches his balls, he's ready to settle down. Well, I can assure you that after being with over 15,000 women, he was well and truly ready to have normality. So I was the extreme opposite. And I mean extreme opposite, like a little Swiss Heidi from the Alps, really naive, really, really shy, ugly little duckling, let's face it. And I knew that I would have to have an open mind if I wanted to keep my men at home. So I know this is really all daunting to share, but I've learned so much from him, from his experiences, from his stories, and this is what I need to bring to the table. So really, my course is a recipe. It's a roadmap to orgasmic relationships. I'm thinking of names still, and as a tagline, having received some feedback as well, I'm thinking, you know, have an authentic, deep connection with within your relationship or something like that. But anyway, the stories are beyond control. Why am I doing this? I mean, if you rise above it, look at the big picture, you can see that, for instance, in Japan, you know, all the girls, they don't want to have boyfriends. They just want to have a career. They don't want to have children, not interested. The boys in Japan, well, they don't really want to be with girls either. They're way too complicated. They'd rather buy another toy. They're predicting that in 2050, there's going to be about half a population in Japan. So you're going to say, you know, we do have too many people on the planet. That's not really the case. Let's look at other things, you know, like the younger ones. And I think my avatar is going to be between 25 and 40, because they're the ones coming into, you know, adulthood and sort of looking for solutions, not trying to be like, you know, Auntie Joan, who's really reached out to me at 67 after she'd lost her husband, and I could tell that she was really sorry, but blocked. And I said, you know, and this is where we discovered she had never had an orgasm in her entire life. I mean, you know, we don't want people to go through this in life. Then, you know, you have local, very, very, you know, well placed in their position people who his wife just shut up shop for some reason. She can't even bear him touching her. So what he's got to do, he's got to go and he's got to sleep in his own room. He's got to go. He's not even allowed in the ensuite. He's got to walk all the way to the other end of the house, you know, and he's got to see professionals, because what's he going to do, you know? I mean, it is scientifically proven that if a man doesn't release himself on a regular basis, he will get prostate cancer. well, excuse me ladies, but there is an equivalent for women as well, and that is breast or uterus cancer. So, you know, this is a very, very important topic. Then, of course, you look at the younger one. I had this young guy one day, you know, he had already, you know, done a fair bit of playing. I mean, this is what our society says, you know, boys, go do your thing, have some fun. When you're ready to settle down, you know, you'll know. So anyway, this young man had played the field for quite a while, and he was ready to settle down, and he made a house with this beautiful young lady, you know, and she had the real Cinderella syndrome, of course, because he was her man, that was it, you know. 6 months later, man, he was bored shitless, excuse my French. But, you know, because there was this big gap, you know. She was the Cinderella syndrome, and he was up there, had several relationships, and he was just bored. I mean, he said to me, I'm sorry, but I've already played up on her, you know. So this is why we need to really teach. And this is what I'm going to bring. I mean, that's all I can say, really. I'm excited. I'm nervous because obviously I'm going to cop a lot of slack, I can imagine. But it's okay. I've got to do this. And I do have a recipe that is absolutely bulletproof. You know, not only emotionally, firstly, but really it's for longevity. So you could refer back to this course for the rest of your life, because it's all going to be in there. It's going to work on all levels, of course. I have a deep understanding of the law of attraction, so that is definitely it's the foundation of it all, isn't it? And it's all about allowing people to be and stop controlling so much, because hey, you know, you're only controlling because you fear, and that is eventually going to manifest. So let go and be excited, because this is going to be good. So I really do need a lot of help though to make it all happen. So I look forward to having you all there. But I thought of Susie Moore too down the track. You know, I've been thinking that I had to get all this out one day, you know, and I thought of maybe doing a series of little movies. The first one, you know, I married a gigolo. I was married for 20 years. And then the second one would be How I Tamed a Shrew. The third one, The Silver Lining. And the fourth one, Living Happily Ever After. Food for thought. But anyway, at the moment, let's just get this course out so that we can reach as many people, because we really, really need to make a difference. And it's basically you know, like I said, a roadmap to orgasmic relationships. So I look forward to lifting your world, or bringing it to the next level, so that you can upgrade your life in every way. Thank you so much for listening, and I look forward to your participation. Thank you so much. Bye.